the opportunity to go to the country of Jordan in the Middle East. And I found this country to be incredibly progressive. Why? Because there was construction everywhere. You could tell they were trying to do a lot to modernize the country. I also noticed that women were a very active part of society. They were shopkeepers. They were managers of the hotel. They were a very active and vibrant part of society. There was one thing that was a little bit strange to me though, and that was the number of pictures that I saw around the city of the royal family. Now, I've been to the UK before, and I've seen Queen Elizabeth all over the place, but this was like Queen Elizabeth on steroids. You'd drive through the city and you would see big billboards of the royal family. You would walk down the street and see their pictures in every storefront. So it was very clear to me that the people of Jordan loved this king and queen. So I got to thinking, is the progressiveness of the country a reflection of the leadership of this royal family? And once I started researching it, I realized that yes, indeed, they are connected. King Abdullah II is the king of Jordan, but I'm not here to talk about him today. I'm here to talk about his wife, Queen Ronia. She's 39 years old and is a beautiful, amazing woman. She's Muslim and Arab, and for a Muslim Arab woman to be traveling around the world promoting her causes is a really amazing thing. Now, if you ever, you get asked that question sometimes, if you could meet anyone in the world and have a discussion with them, who would it be? I would definitely pick Queen Ronia. And the reason why is because I believe so strongly in the platforms that she supports, as well as the creative ways that she uses to get her message out to society. Her basic platform that she started 11 years ago when she was first crowned queen was education. She wanted to make sure that every child in the country of Jordan had an equal opportunity education. So this was for little boys and little girls. And now that she has that program well established in Jordan, she's taken it to the global scene. And now she's talking about education at high-profile events such as the World Economic Forum, among other things. And she's also used this opportunity to introduce two other causes. One is cultural awareness, and the second is interfaith understanding. She has done this in a very creative way. One of the first things she did is she wrote a book called The Sandwich Swap. The book is about two little girls, a little American girl who has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and a little Arab girl who has a hummus pita sandwich. The little girls are talking and they think each other's sandwiches look disgusting. But for various reasons, they're forced to exchange sandwiches. And they find out they like each other's sandwiches. So what Queen Ronia is trying to do is to educate children at a very young age that if you're open to differences in cultural things and that you embrace these differences, that you can have some very positive and rewarding outcomes. Now she's going on a book tour around the world to promote this book. And by the way, all the proceeds from this book go to her charity in Jordan so that she can update 500 schools around the country. It's also on the New York Times bestseller list for children's books. But she's doing a world tour with this book. And she was here in Chicago. She was on the Oprah show. Unfortunately, I missed her. She was also on Good Morning America and The View. So you see her trying to reach yet another generation of people with her story and her causes. When she went on these shows, not only did she promote her book, but she also allowed them, Oprah for example, to ask questions about what it's like to be Arab and what it's like to be Muslim. For example, Oprah said, "Do you really pray 5 times a day? How do you find time to pray 5 times a day?" She also said, "If you're Muslim, why don't you wear the traditional headscarf?" To which Queen Ronia replied, "It's a personal choice. I'm very spiritual, I'm very religious, and I choose not to wear the headscarf." And in all the shows, she allowed people to ask questions, to start breaking down those stereotypes that many Westerners have of Arab culture or the Muslim religion. Another really cool thing she did was she started her own YouTube channel. And when people asked her, "Why did you do this?" she paused and said, So people know that Jordan is more than just a basketball player. So she has a sense of humor as well. But in all honesty, she had people around the world submit different stereotypes of the Arab culture, the Muslim religion. And one by one, she's working on breaking down those stereotypes via her YouTube channel, whether it be a new video, an interview, or whatever. So she's using this as a very creative way to yet connect with another level of generation. She's also on Twitter, so she tweets regularly, and she's also has a Facebook page. So she's very into social media. How many royalty do you know have a Facebook page? So she's very creative. So if you look at the causes that she promotes, and you look at the different ways that she's getting her message out there, I would say that she's very progressive, she's very modern. And I would say that indeed, the country of Jordan is a reflection of her leadership style, and also her husband. Her husband is supporting her and encouraging her to go out and do this, which is very different of other Arab-Muslim husband-wife relationships. I truly believe that it's going to take a couple like Queen Ronia and King Abdullah to connect more with the Western world, to bring the East and West together. And it's through a progressive couple like this that they will be able to change the world.